Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help.
Maybe they've been brainwashed. But then again, if that was the case, they wouldn't live in fear.
Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
Because you instigated Dougier in the first place.
Yes, something like that. Dougier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side.
Dougier.
So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance.
Yeah, that was a bit too complicated. That's what Paimon usually says, but it's also my line.
Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, but does that mean it was all Clayton's fault?
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dougier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dougier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it.
And that means?
That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
Something? Has to do with the hats?
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear.
But he was... Wait a moment. He was not afraid before we got the hat to him, right? While he was hiding in the box. Or was he afraid back then?
If we didn't act right then and there, Dougier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one.
That's better than square zero.
So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
So you did that on purpose?
Like there's a chance that it would have just slipped through his fingers.
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
So that's the hint.
Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan too!
Paimon feels used. So that's why you wanted us to come along.
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the society. Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you!
If I just need to fight them off. No, he doesn't want to fight, so we're still in the planning stage.
You have my thanks.
Not that it matters which one I would have chosen.
Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself.
Maybe inside the material of the hat are small black gems that cause them to act differently.
The other is the true purpose of the Black Gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait
Fish.
and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Let the music play. She enjoys it.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct? Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you.
Lover.
Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the society?
Not even boyfriend or roommate. She goes straight to lover.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
Why is it important that it was your lover? Isn't it too much information? Yeah, well, we had sex for sure.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels.
Her friend with benefits.
Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dougier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dougier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most.
They are going to crank up the filter. Like on Kai.
Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you.
Is that a good idea? Want it to be risky
Every
for you?
secret may be found within...
She took it off.
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avice's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress. She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please forgive my discourtesy.
Never!
Like we believe you.
You know exactly what you're thinking? You've got some nerve. We'd like to believe you. No, like we'd believe you. Slight difference there. We'd like to believe you. Which one should I pick? Again, I don't think that it matters. But I always put some thought into it.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
Oh, that's a hidden threat, I think. Maybe you want to reconsider if you want to talk with him, with His Grace, or something might happen to your lover.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
You can do it if you really want. You just have to try and try.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else you would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
It's all right, Avice. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
I will repay your efforts. I swear upon my honor. Lachdanan, Diablo 1.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avice and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening, Your Grace.
Miss Avice, please show me your head. That is an order.
Has she been lobotomized, or was it a brain chip? I should stop looking up strange spots for roleplay.
There's nothing there.
There's lots of things there, particularly hair.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives.
I love the music.
Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Because people suffer from it, I think. Is the traveler angry? He looks angry.
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the fortress of Meripede. But your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avice. Let's head back.
I'm disappointed in you, Avice. I mean, I understand that you were worried about your lover, but in order for your lover to be in danger, he would have to go back to where they keep him and inform them to do something to your lover, which would mean that we could stop him here so that your lover would be safe. Alright?
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad. We should have shown him his place.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance.
Well, you've already played all your cards, I think. I thought this was supposed to be a covert investigation, in secret.
Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody.
The entire society, all three of them.
And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
Or four. One thing's for sure, we won't let him get away with this.
The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dougier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
This makes little sense.
Yeah, none of this this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
I love it that Paimon always manages to say just what I am thinking. I'm not sure if that's a compliment for me. Where did Avace hide the secret? Dougier's attitude. I have to combine the clues.
From the way Dougier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret, but there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves.
Or with the head.
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avice feel the need to remove her hat?
Now I have to associate it with this here.
I can't seem to make a connection here.
50-50 change and I failed. Yay! Lost hair clip. Interpret submit conclusion. I think that's the one.
I have an idea, but
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
She did so to remove her hair clip.
you mean this thing?
It looks like a bow tie or...
So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dougier noticing.
Maybe it's a fancy USB stick.
That would mean that Avice didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed.
Do you have a laptop?
Let me take a look.
Damn it, it's password protected.
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Paimon's last again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem. And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
Is used as a container for a type of liquid. The gem with the bad memories.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
Dougier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
The desolation of smog.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away.
But she did not have any wounds on her head.
We can't let Dougier escape with all of the evidence.